Here we go. What's going on? My name is Lockie, and we are here for Friday Night Football in the A-League Men's Competition. Newcastle Jets taking on Sydney FC. It's the live watch-along. We're reacting to everything. We're analysing everything, and you can see we've got the lineups here ready to go. This should be a fascinating game because Newcastle need a win. They're chasing a place in the top six. Sydney FC, one of those teams who are hanging on to their place in the top six. Of course, Jets hosting this game. So will the home crowd advantage be enough to get them across the line tonight? We're about to find out, man. Kickoff is only a few moments away. And let's jump into the team news. And Newcastle Jets is the fascinating one. This is the lineup that is online in terms of the formation and the personnel. Of course, the news, for those that don't know, Newcastle Jets have been hit with COVID. There were talks about postponements. Made a video earlier this afternoon about the news being broken this afternoon about the fact that there basically aren't going to be any more postponements for the rest of the A-League season. If a game can't go ahead, it's a no result. That's it. So Jets basically had no option. But honestly, like straight up, we look at their squad, and if you look at their bench too, they're not missing that many players. Yes, they're missing Mikkel Datsi, their star striker. Thurgate is a big loss as well. Aside from, Jack Duncan, I think they mentioned in the article they released this afternoon that Jack Duncan wasn't going to be available for this game. Well, Jack Duncan's starting here, so I was expecting a really sort of like a completely, almost like a new look Newcastle Jets with plenty of young players. Look, it's great to see Lucas Moragas and Archie Goodwin starting, two youngsters back into the starting lineup for the first time in quite some time. Of course, those guys haven't really been getting much of a look in this season. But yeah, man, it should be an interesting one to see. Yeah, so we'll twig that Jets lineup if need be. Hey, George is in here. Prediction is 2-2. Dude, I love it. I love it, man. I think this will be a fun game. I think this will be a fun game to watch. I think we are gonna see goals. Sydney FC, of course, missing Andrew Redmayne and Ryan Grant through Socceroos duty. Alex Wilkinson was with the Socceroos, but is starting in this game after he didn't feature at all last night in that Socceroos qualifier against Japan. So, yeah, man, when you look at the lineups, it definitely is Sydney FC who are got the stronger side, especially considering all those players missing for Newcastle Jets. But again, you just never know. You never know in the A-League. That's what we always have to say, hey? You never know. You never know. And look, Newcastle Jets are coming off a really good 4-0 win last week, which was just to get their confidence back. I think the most important thing in that win was just for Newcastle Jets just to get their confidence back, remind themselves that they can be a good goal-scoring side. And to be fair, it was against the Wellington Phoenix side who was missing a lot of players. But yeah, man, it was a positive result for the Jets. And for Sydney FC, they're on a run of 2 consecutive wins. And last week picked up, again, these sides both picked up good wins last week. Sydney beat Western United. Yes, the Western United, who are like the kings of defence, the kings of the clean sheets this season. They defeated them 3-0 at home last week. So we're about to get underway in this one. We'll keep, of course, there is sometimes a slight delay here on the YouTube stream if you haven't watched before, but I've got the timer down the bottom, which is going to be synced up to my stream, and we're about to get underway in the Hunter. In the Hunter, 2 teams that are almost an equal distance away from me, being on the Central Coast. 2 of my my rivals, my team being Central Coast Mariners, hence the cap, of course. Here we go, man. I'm excited to see the young guys, man. Goodwin, Moragas. These guys are good, man. They're good, fast players, good on the ball. But again, we're going to keep an eye on how this Jet side is actually going to line up. Will it be a 5 at the back? Will it be 5 at the back? Will we see Dane Ingham potentially play a bit higher up the park? We are about to find out. They have been running. There we go. We are underway in this one. Newcastle just have pretty much been running the same sort of 4-2-3-1 system for pretty much the whole season, hey? So we'll keep an eye on if they've tweaked anything for this game. Need a draw for the Mariners. Either team winning isn't good, says Joel. I think if anything, probably a Jets win is better. Because Mariners take on Jets twice later this season, both winnable games. If we can just get rid of Jets in those games, we don't want, I think for the teams in the bottom 6, they don't want the likes of Sydney FC, Victory, Wellington, or Wellington aren't in there, but you know what, you want to keep the gap. But you're right. Yeah, a draw would probably take a draw. Hey, but anything besides Sydney winning would be ideal for the bottom six sides as well. Hey, Taylor Regan starting for the first time in a few weeks. Of course, back at Newcastle Jets, and I think they are running sort of a three central defenders setup, with Archie Goodwin playing up top, and it looks like it's Daniel Pena and Bumal playing just off him. Which probably makes sense considering the personnel that are playing in this game. Yeah, it looks like it. So Ingham out on the right and Moragas on the left. There it is, Elsie in that midfield, and Elsie in defence. And it's Mario Arquez and Brandon O'Neill who are running the midfield. Big loss, man. No Angus Thurgate. It's going to be interesting to see how Newcastle Jets approach this game without the industry of Thurgate through the middle. And also with a Goodwin up top. Interesting that Babals didn't get a run. Didn't get the start up the top. Archie Goodwin thrown straight in. I believe Babal is on the bench. So we're going to tweak that Jets lineup in a second. Thomas Heward-Bell starting after he got a run of a few games earlier on in the season where he was performing really, really well, you might remember, in place of Andrew Redmayne, who was on Socceroos duty back in January. And he was probably unlucky to drop out of the squad when Redmayne came back. Well, I think he started one game ahead of Redmayne, and then Redmayne came back in. But Thomas Heward-Bell played fantastically well when he got a run earlier on in the season. Jets winning the ball high at the park here. Bumal. Olivia Bumal will be key as well. Grabbed a couple goals last week in their win against Wellington Phoenix. Daniel Pena as well. Oh, that's a great ball over the top. Moragas. Oh, what a save. Thomas Heward-Bell. What a save. Tipped over the bar. Oh, my goodness. Brilliant little piece of play. Daniel Pena through the middle. Fantastic weight on the pass. What a ball. And Lucas Moragas. Oh, dude, he easily could have sent that over the top, man. But that was a perfect weight and forced Heward-Bell into a fantastic save early on into this game. Corner for the Jets. Comes in. Jeez, dangerous. Dangerous stuff. Wow, very surprised to see that a very small turnout for Sydney FC active support in this game. Usually we see a decent turnout. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Looking in the away bay, if you don't know, it was on that left hand side. There's really only a handful of fans. That's incredible. I was expecting there usually is quite a number of fans up there. You know, dozens and dozens. There's really only a handful of fans. That's very interesting. I wonder if there's a reason behind that or anything. All right. Dominance in here says, I think Newcastle Jets will win this one. Here we go. Bumal down the right-hand side. It is Jets who are looking more lively. Oh, Bumal's offside for sure. Yeah. Promising start from the Jets early on in this game. Lucas Moragas coming very close. But we're going to tweak that Newcastle Jets lineup, which is looking more like a back three or a back five, if you'd like, compared to their usual back four. So, look, I don't think it's. I wonder if it's a change that they've made due to missing some of the key personnel. I don't think so. I mean, they've still got the likes of Altai on the bench. I think O'Doherty's on the bench too. I mean, they had the midfield options. But they've opted to drop out a midfielder to play an extra defender, or whether that's because they are taking on Sydney FC, who that front four are really deadly when they get going. Hey, Jets again on the front foot. Bumal linking up with Pena. Olivia Bumal. Probably, you'll probably see a lot more of the ball as well, Olivia Bumal. Now that he's playing a bit more centrally, actually, in this formation. You can see sort of Pena and Bumal playing as two number 10s behind Goodwin. Moragas on the left. Jets Talbot deals with it. Chris Talbot getting another run on the side, of course, in place of Ryan Grant in that right back role. Connor O'Toole's in at left back. Sydney FC. But yeah, man, I'm really perplexed as to why there isn't like a. I swear there's usually, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like there's always a strong turnout of Sydney FC fans at Newcastle games. But I don't know why there's not many there at all. It's yeah, man, I don't know if that's. I mean, there was obviously the slight concern that this game might not go ahead. But it is, of course. But yeah, it's an interesting one. But Jets controlling the ball early on in this game. Sydney FC yet to settle into the game just yet. Bumal keeps going. Moragas. Brandon Wilson going to have a lot of work to do in the middle of the park alongside Arquez. The famous Sydney FC. Daniel Pena. Daniel Pena is going to be key as well. Because Thurgate and Pena sort of work in tandem. So he's going to be without his usual midfield partner. Switch of play. Ooh, finds Moragas. Yazbek, of course, back into the lineup this game. Amini out with suspension, accumulating too many yellow cards in recent weeks. Come on, Newcastle. Of course, don't want Newcastle to win, but again, I think a draw probably is a good result. That's so weird though. Look at that. Here we go. Daningham. These wing backs. Ingham and Moragas are going to have a lot of freedom this game. Okie dokie. All right, so amended Jets lineup on your screens now. So it is something like that, at least with that back three, Regan, LC Yeoman, those three central defenders, and Ingham and Moragas out wide. Joel says, honestly, back in the Jets for this one too. Mariners for Life says, watching Coast Watch on the phone, iPad, computer, and TV. Me on all screens? You're not watching the game? Oh, away. Sydney FC getting forward. The first time getting forward. Almost 10 minutes into the game now. Sydney FC only just now getting forward. Because it's been Jets who have made the bright start so far this game. Let's see what they can do here, Sydney FC. This is a winning squad tonight for Sydney FC, man. Plenty of strength. Will be interesting to see if Luciano Narsing can get back-to-back goals. The Dutchman, who I still think is a quality signing, man. Lafondra, actually. Lafondra is the man who, I mean, he's been back for the last few weeks, but just hasn't, I don't think he scored. I don't think he scored since he's come back, hey. I don't think he scored, hey. Steven's in here. How's it going, Steve? Win probability, they've put that up on the broadcast. 40% to Sydney, 28.9% to Newcastle, 30% draw. I think that's fair enough, probably, considering the current lineups and probably the current run of form as well. I think we're going to see goals in this one, man. I think we're going to see goals. I think both teams are going to score for sure in this game. Yeah, even with Jets missing Mikuladze. I mean, they've already shown a couple times almost getting in behind. Pena dropping deep. Switch of play. Sydney. Famous. Sydney FC. Newcastle Jets bossing possession at the moment, 64%. Jets building an... Ooh. Overhead kick from Pena there. Didn't work out, did it? Great to have plenty of football action happening at the moment if you're an Australian football fan. Not always the best. The most enjoyable football, of course, with the Socceroos losing last night. I was down there at a core stadium, man. A lot of fun. You guys catch the game? Anyone down there? Anyone down there at the stadium last night? It was, dude. I was hoping that the weather would hold off, but it was not. It was not. It was not ideal for a football match. It was like bucketing down, especially just before the game as everyone was walking to the stadium, which is like the worst time. Yeah, man. Playing at halftime tomorrow. Oh, it's so good. How good. How exciting. How exciting. I'm just reading a comment earlier. Furious George in the Gosford Dragons shirt. Playing for Gossy Dragons. The red and whites, am I right? Red and white. Gosford Dragons. It's been a while since I played club football on the coast, but... How's it going, Stephen? Bryce says I have to watch you because they don't have matches for the BS League. Where are you tuning in from? Glad I can be here to somewhat convey the broadcast to you the best I can. Ooh, nice little backheel, Pomal, Moragas through the middle. Arquez can't find Pena. But again, this is okay from there. Again, man, I don't know what all the hullabaloo was about heading into this game. The Jets freaking out, wanting to postpone this game. Bro, they've got like a... This is a good squad. They're missing like a couple key players. And their keeper's playing. They were like saying like, oh, Jack Dunk, he's still... I think they said he was going to be injured or something. Like he doesn't have COVID, but he's still injured. He's playing. Yeah, anyway. US Alaska. Wow. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Don't think I've ever had... We've had a few people from the States tune in. I don't think I've ever had anyone from Alaska, United States, tune in. That's awesome. What's the time over there? What's the time in Alaska right now? The Sydney FC. Now it's their turn to get forward. The Sky Blues. Eager to get a win. A third consecutive win. It could be for Sydney FC. Talbot's delivery. Duncan claims. Jack Duncan. Comfortable. Couldn't go to the Socceroos because I had COVID. Sorry to hear that, man. I missed tomorrow's game as well. Sorry to hear that, mate. Hope you're doing okay. Andy, Jets fan tuning in from Japan. Thanks for the commentary, Andy. Thanks for tuning in, dude. From Japan. Nice. I don't think we do get a few international views. I don't think I've ever had anyone from Japan. There we go. Usually have some from the UK. But that's exciting, knowing that the A-League is going worldwide. At least you're entertaining, man. I love the A-League. It's 1 a.m. Dude, Commitment. I love the commitment. 1 a.m. over in Alaska. Brilliant. Brilliant stuff. That's a shame that it's not getting broadcast over there. So, 16 minutes into this game, and it's honestly, it's probably the Jets who are looking the more likely of the two sides so far. Some really decent early chances where they got in behind. And it's a good sign as well, considering they're playing a different formation for the first time this season, Newcastle Jets. With the 3 central defenders. A different setup. But I think it's working, man. I mean, we're seeing Pena now on the ball and linking up with Bamal. I mean, Olivier Bamal, the Cameroonian, in the number 10 shirt, he's already seen a lot of the ball, hasn't he? Yeah. Joel says, honestly, this proves APL's point about having a no result if games get postponed. Newcastle planning on postponing this match when clearly they could have always fielded a team. That's the thing. It's always tricky, and that, you know, it's there's almost the lines are a bit blurred in terms of like when, like, what are the rules? Like, I think they stated rules months back when the league was really getting hit by COVID. I honestly can't remember those rules now. It was like, feels like so long ago. But I mean, yeah, I mean, this game, like, absolutely, it like is going ahead and should always be going ahead. I think unless you're really missing like so many players, you know, if you can field, the priority should be to just to try and get the games going, especially this point in the season where, as they say, I mean, the whole reason why, like, where there's the no result thing is because they simply just can't fit it in the schedule, and they've decided they drew the line. They're like, yep, the final series is going to be in May. We can't push it back any further. Like, that's it. So yeah, man, it's an interesting one. Subscribe, keep this up. So good, dude. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. And we're getting close to 1,000 subscribers, which is really exciting. So if you're watching right now and if you haven't subscribed, consider doing so. We do A-League Watchalongs every single weekend and plenty of Australian football content, man. It's all a lot of fun here. But doing the YouTube channel for 6 months, 7 months? It hasn't been too long. So hope you guys can join for the ride. I know some of you in the chat have been watching for a while, which I appreciate. And dude. Look at the broadcast right now. Oh, if you're not watching, a whole brigade of Sydney FC fans have just arrived. Oh, dude, I was saying earlier that I was like, this is bizarre for Sydney FC. They usually bring a pretty decent active support to away games in Newcastle. And there's only like a handful of fans. We're almost 20 minutes into the game, and a whole like truckload of fans has just arrived. How good. Well done. Well done, Sydney FC fans. Oh, dude, I was getting concerned now. I was like, oh, wow, is this really that bad? Like, but literally, like, so many fans just started walking down the seats. Something must have happened. We should someone jump on Twitter or something. Has something happened to the Sydney FC fans? Like, they have like a bus breakdown or something, or perhaps train delays. Perhaps we've had some not the best weather here on the coast this afternoon. We usually get the live streams in Japan on YouTube from Keep Up, but it's not going at the moment. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I do know that Keep Up, usually for a bunch of countries, do the streams. So yeah, there you go. That is weird that they're not running tonight then. Do they usually run every game? Every single game a weekend on Keep Up? Or is it just a select games? I'm not sure. Of course, if you're tuning in from Australia, every game of the A-League men's competition and A-League women's competition live on Paramount Plus. And of course, it has been good getting though the Saturday night primetime game on Channel 10, which I think has been good. I mean, we talked about it early in the season. A lot of people were upset about the fact there was only the one game. I mean, that's how they've worked out the deal. And look, maybe in coming years, if it keeps to grow, if they can make it work to get a second game, I mean, that'd be awesome. When you look at other codes, I mean, Aussie Rules Football, AFL gets a lot of games televised, I know, on free-to-air. Channel 7, Channel 9 do... How many rugby leagues games do they do? 3. I think they do think Channel 9 do 3 NRL games on free to air. So in the A-League, if we could just get to 2, like that's better than, obviously better than 1. Sydney FC controlling possession in these last couple minutes, just knocking around the back. Donachie with that blonde hair. Keep up those lots. We used to have ESPN Plus in the States, but now we have to do it online. No Paramount Plus Sport. That doesn't work in the States. Yeah. It'd be good if Paramount Plus was... they'd broadcast A-League on Paramount Plus across other countries, but yeah, I think it's only an Australian exclusive thingo. Last season it was every game on the FFA channel. Keep Up has most, but not sure it is 100%. Yeah, I remember the FFA Football Australia channel or whatever it's called. Yeah. There you go. Lafondra in a good position. Talbot on the right for Sydney FC. Can't get the passes working up. Lafondra hasn't been the same, man, since come back from injury, I'm telling you. Well done, dude. Olivier Beaumal. Surely he's won the foul there, right? It's play on. Advantage given. Yeah, Lafondra, man, he hasn't been the same since coming back. I don't know what it is. Like, he's usually all amongst it and getting involved in the play, scoring goals, and here he is in the middle. That's what he does. Just lays it off for Caceres. Nothing making the run. Sydney FC still going. Jets get numbers back. Oh, well done. Dude, if this works out, if Jets could hold a clean sheet tonight, maybe Arthur Papples will stick with this for the remainder of the season. This three centre back setup. Maybe he'll run with it if it works, because defense has been the problem this season for Newcastle Jets. They've looked so promising in attack, but they've just been leaky in defense, and that's why they're in the bottom 6 at the moment. Like, honestly, if they had just a slightly better defense, they could be a class team. Like, they'd be a top team in the A-League for sure. And I'm saying that, and they're my rivals, man. You gotta give credit to them. Sydney FC looking to build down the right-hand side. Caceres and Talbot, 2 dangerous players who could combine to unlock this Jets defense. Again, doesn't work out. That long ball for Sydney FC. So you're going to do a watch-along for the Australia-Saudi Arabia game. Are you going to still do it now? We'll definitely do some content around it. Probably not a watch-along, but there will be some content around it. But yeah, dude, the whole complexion of the Socceroos qualifying campaign changed after last night. So all focus now goes on the playoffs for the Australian national team in order to hopefully get to the World Cup. So, and Graham Arnold said for the Saudi Arabia game next week, away, he's going to probably give some game time to some young guys, which I think is a good idea. Get the young guys some more experience on the international level. There's Lucas Moragas, a nice little run for the Jets. Cool stuff. Pena. Was that a cross? Was that a shot? Took a deflection off his own player. Daniel Pena. So, a slightly stronger looking cove now of Sydney FC fans in that left-hand side of the stadium. After a whole bunch of them arrived. Dude, there must have been some traffic thing or the trains or something. But that's great. That's such a classic A-League thing. Peak A-League, am I right? Good to see that the rain's holding off in Newcastle as well. We've had here on the Central Coast, which is an hour or so south of Newcastle. It's been it was pretty heavy today, actually. But Newcastle looks pretty clear at the moment. So possession stats balancing up a little bit 25 minutes into the game. 56% to the Jets, 44% to the Sky Blues. As after that flurry, sort of the first 10 minutes was all Jets, Sydney FC just starting to work their way back into it. They're patient. They're patient, Sydney FC. Good to see you on another watch along. Go Mariners. Hope we win tomorrow. Hope so too, man. Hope so too. Going to be a big game for the Mariners, of course, taking on Adelaide United tomorrow night at Central Coast Stadium. Can't wait for it. Going to be an epic game. Going to be a tough game, man. Tough game. But after the Mariners' big 4-2 win away, at home. Well, home away from home in Mudgee against the Bulls, there's a chance. Retrace cross for Sydney. Cleared away by Elsie. Sydney FC still going. Caceres goes central. The strike takes a deflection off his teammate. Almost ended up in the back of the net. Sydney FC getting closer now. US drew with Mexico tonight. Will be tough for it to make you think anyone will keep up with Melbourne City this season. Just on the, I watched the US Mexico game today. Actually, it was a tight one. It was like both teams were playing for a draw. But do I think anyone will keep up with Melbourne City this season? Well, the two teams that have been up there have been Melbourne City and Western United. And, I mean, the story with those two teams is pretty interesting. Like, Melbourne City are just the best attacking side in the competition by far. And Western United are the best defensive team in the competition by far. So they have got sort of the two different things, you know. And we obviously saw them play a couple of weeks ago, which was a great game, a 2-2 draw. Look, I think Western United will stay with them. I know that was a rough win for Western last week, 3-0, and Western drew 1-1 Melbourne victory midweek. But I think they'll still keep in touch. Melbourne City have been inconsistent at times this season too. So, yeah, man, we'll see. Worth pointing out too, Melbourne City have an Asian Champions League group stage campaign coming up real soon, next month. So, whether that sort of affects their rhythm in the A-League, I mean, it could. It could. They do have good depth, though. They do have good depth. They're one of the deepest sides in the A-League. I think that's true. Yeah, man. Doing the women's final tomorrow, asks Genwool. Won't be doing that one, which I believe I think it's Sunday, isn't it? Is it tomorrow? Unless I got my dates wrong. I think it's Sunday. No watch along for that one, but I will be watching it. Feeling confident about that we can get another result. Sad to hear about Ruan's brother passing away. He was so young. Yeah, dude, it was tragic, eh? Really, really sad. And it was good to see the club post about it, man. Ruan Tongik's brother. Approaching the half an hour mark in this game. Still 0-0. No real click. Aside from that Moraga's chance, like in the opening 5 minutes, it's been pretty chill. It's been pretty chill. On neither side, not quite showing enough industry or adventure to get in behind each other's backline. Sydney FC. Come on, you boys in blue. Tonight's snack, by the way. What do we got? I'm not sponsored, by the way. I mean, of course. We got what do we got? Mint Intense dark chocolate. It's mint dark chocolate, which sometimes I get a bad rap for. Any lovers of mint dark chocolate or just mint chocolate out there? Let me know. Anyway, Ninkovic is coming streaming down the pitch. Oh, good counterattack. What a challenge by Taylor Regan. Cut it out. Stopped it getting through to Narsing. Well done, Taylor Regan, in defense for the Jets. So far, man, this Jets defense is looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Who will win? I'm back in a draw. My prediction's draw, man. I'm still sticking with 2-2. 2-2 draw. All right. Oh, Kanachi Goodwin get in behind here for the Jets. Plays it across. Moragas was arriving late. He wasn't there. In behind. The Jets got there. That was good. That was decent. FML says, I love peppermint Aero. Dude, yes. The Aero, like the bubbly one? The bubbly one? Like, is that what Aero is? That's like the... It's like the bubble... I don't know how else to... Is that what they call it? I don't even know how else to describe it. Yeah, it's like the mint bubbly one. It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. I find that the dark chocolate's nice, though, because you don't sort of... Like, you can't really sort of, like, binge on it. And sometimes if I do that, I feel too sick afterwards, you know? So Here we go. Mariners for Life says I'm eating mint shock ice cream right now. There you go. I was half expecting it to backfire when I brought up the mint chocolate, but it's good to see there's some mint shock lovers out there. As Sydney FC look to attack down the right-hand side. Nice give and go. Talbot and Caceres still going. Caceres, oh my God. Caceres absolutely screws up the delivery. Russ says, draw for sure, 1-1 or 0-0. Yeah, I think we'll see goals. I think we will see goals. So, but yeah, I think a draw's probably the most likely result, I reckon. I've got a feeling. It is good, dude. Mint shock is good. Joel says dark chocolate is apparently as healthy as spinach. I didn't know that. That all of a sudden makes me feel even better for eating it. As good as spinach. I wonder in what way. Does it have... I wouldn't have like vitamins or something. I don't even know, man. I'm not a nutritionist. CMM for life has it. Pink choco chip for life. It's good, dude. I'm so glad there's so much support here for mint chocolate. Person 1201, you've just asked a great question. Where do you think Sydney FC will finish at the end of the season? Well, I asked the big question to you guys a few weeks ago in a poll on YouTube. Where do you think Sydney FC will finish? And a lot of people thought they wouldn't finish finals. I think they will finish top 6. I don't think they'll finish top 4. I don't know if they'll get there, man. Because a lot of teams have games in hand on them, below them. So it's going to be really interesting when they take on some of those lower teams. Like Newcastle just being one of them tonight. So if Sydney can win tonight, then it really does, secure their place in the top 6 for now. But if anything other than a win for Sydney, then it sort of opens it up still. But I think Sydney will finish either 5th or 6th at the bottom of the finals. Jets almost opening up Sydney FC again, Bumal. But you can't keep it in. Which players are missing for the Jets because of COVID? Mikkel Datsi, Yule Thurgate, we're in goal. Satchel Yatravan, 5 players. I believe Valentino Yule's on international duty with... Is it Sudan? I can't remember the nation he plays for. Someone remind me of the nation that Valentino Yule plays for. But they mentioned... I don't know if they've specifically explained it, but in an article earlier today talking about it, they mentioned there's the starting striker, defender, and winger, which must be referring to, Becca Mikkel Datsi is their starting striker, of course. The winger being probably Siatravanis, yeah. And Thurgate, we probably assume it's Thurgate's another one as well. He's not a defender, but the defender they're probably talking about is probably, Jason Hoffman's not available either. No Jason Hoffman. No Dylan Mannane as well, unless Mannane's on the bench. I could be wrong. But yeah, man. Really surprised that I'm actually rooting for Sydney to win, says X Limbo. Interesting. It's a bit of a weird one. I mean, as I said earlier, these as a Mariners fan, these two teams are sort of my two biggest rivals. Sydney FC, Newcastle. Two of geographically, the two closest teams to me. To the Central Coast. Surely that's a foul. Mario Arquez, I think he's just committed 2 fouls in the space of 5 seconds. And he's picked up a yellow. I was about to say, I was like, he's sort of done... The first one was pretty... Jeez, he flew in on Caceres, Mario Arquez. And then a second foul, like, immediately after. And I was like, the first one alone was probably worth a yellow. So, Mario Arquez picks up the first yellow of the game. The Spaniard for the Jets, who has not performed all that well this season, has to be said. Sydney FC looking to go quick down the right-hand side. Callum Talbot. Ninkovic, central. Looking for Lafondra. Lafondra strikes. See? Lafondra, man. He's not the same since coming back from injury. Like, what was that? What was that? Like, Ninkovic feeds him. That's what you want. And why does he just turn and snap? And it's just a weak shot that rolls out. That's not Adam Lafondra, man. That's not the Adam Lafondra that's been bagging goals in the alley for the last couple of years, man. It's a weird one. Anyway, Newcastle Jets looking to get forward the other way now. Daniel Pena's going to win the foul. Some little bit of. Oh, dude, the Jets fans are surrounding. Okay. Oh, Jets fans are surrounding referee. Referee then pulls out a yellow for Alex Wilkinson, the Sydney FC captain who committed the foul. Let's have a look. Oh, dude, yeah. What was that? From Alex Wilkinson. What is that? He completely misses. And Alex Wilkinson saying he dived? Dude, you kicked his shins. Like, just like swung at his shins. Like, I mean, maybe he made more of it, you know, for sure. But, I mean, you can't say it's not a foul, Alex Wilkinson. Yeah, you hacked at his shins, son. I shouldn't say son. He's like 10 years older than me. At least that, actually. More than that, probably 15 or something. Big fan of Pena here. So much class as FML. Oh, dude, he's very good. He's a naturally gifted player. Oh, good run from Wilson. He's played it to Bamal, who's probably offside. He's still going. Olivia Bamal tees up Pena, who misses. But it's okay because it's offside. Wow, what a moment for the Jets, though. Bamal was way offside there, man. The game just starting to heat up a little bit now. The game just starting to heat up a little bit as we slowly approach the half-time break already. This game's gone quickly. Olivia Bamal way offside in that attack, though. Who was that young man that came on the pitch for Central Coast Mariners last season, scored a goal within 3 seconds? It was like 2 touches and one for them. Can't remember it. That match was the best. Yes, that was Matthew Hatch. That was one of my favorite moments of last season, eh? Matt Hatch coming on. And yeah, I think it was literally his first touch. Oh, yeah, actually, it could have been a second touch, actually. But yeah, he literally came on. We got the throw in, and he just teed it up for him. They teed it up for him, and he just put it away. It was incredible. Matt Hatch. And he did it last week, actually. Matt Hatch came off the bench at halftime and scored within a couple minutes against MacArthur. Will Narsing be the best transfer of the season, says Person? I don't think so, just because he has arrived so much later. I think that's already locked up to go to Leo Lacroix. I think when you look at what Leo Lacroix has done already, it's just monumental. Like he's well and truly the best defender in the league, and has been so key to Western United. So, look, Narsing's a high profile signing, and he's got good pedigree. But in order to be the best signing of the season, he's going to score he's going to score 10 goals from here or something like that, you know. Yeah, dude, that a fantastic moment, man. As a Mariners fan, that was one of the highlights of last season. That Matt Hatch impact goal, super stuff. That was against MacArthur as well, actually. I remember. But yeah, one of a number of fantastic young players coming through the ranks at Central Coast Mariners. Narsing's going to win the foul here, and it's going to be a yellow card for young Lucas Moragas. Correct decision. Who brings down the Dutchman. And it's going to be a free kick chance for Sydney FC, 30 metres or so away from goal. Do you remember when a man on crutches invaded the pitch in a Mariners home game? I do, yes. That was a classic A-League moment, eh? Classic A-League moment. That was the game when Hatch scored on debut, says FML. One of the favourite nights as a supporter. The crowd was unreal that night too. Yeah, man. Yeah. I remember just losing it. I don't know if I've ever celebrated a goal harder when Hatch scored. Because I was just freaking out so hard because I knew it was him. And he'd come on for his debut. I was like, oh, cool, Matt Hatch. Young guy from the academy getting a run. And he scored instantly. And I was like, oh my God. I'd say, here's a chance for Sydney FC. Should focus on this game. Alex Wilkinson with it. Got on the end of that free kick and almost put it. He did put a goalward, but it was a routine save in the end for Jack Duncan, the Jets goalkeeper. But that was a good set piece opportunity for Sydney FC there. Oh, he was probably offside, was he? Wilkinson anyway. Here's the Jets the other way. Moragas' cross is a good one for Goodwin. Jets score 1-0. The youngsters combine. Oh, Newcastle Jets are up. A fantastic goal by the home side. Headed home by Archie Goodwin. His first goal of the A-League season. And he says, look at me, to Arthur Pappers. A player who hasn't seen any game time at all this season finally gets the run up front. And Lucas Moragas, the fellow youngster, what a cross! And what a header! Pena with the initial through ball to Moragas. The cross was a peach for Goodwin. 1-0. Fantastic stuff, Newcastle. They have the lead and probably deserve it, man. Probably deserve it. Archie Goodwin, he loves it. He loves it, man. An incredibly talented young player, man. You might remember last season he scored an absolute worldie towards the latter part of the season. But wow, what a goal. That was a really nice goal, man. Really, really nice goal. And again, just highlighting the fact that it was created by, I mean, the assist and the goal coming from two of the players who were sort of replacements, if you like, for the key players that they're missing tonight. The big talking headline into this game was the COVID that had riddled, that had gone through the Jets squad heading into this game. It gave way to the youngsters, Archie Goodwin and Moragas, to start. And look, it's paid off. It's paid off, eh? An important goal for Newcastle Jets too, as we get quite close to half-time already, man. Again, this half's gone so quick. This half's gone so quick. Oh, it's 2! Craig, Archie Goodwin's just scored a second! It's 2-0! Dude! Newcastle Jets are up 2-0, and Goodwin has 2 goals in 2 minutes. I was drinking my tea. I was chilling out after that first goal. And it's 2-0. Oh, no way. Archie Goodwin. Well, Sydney, their own worst enemies. The ball given away by O'Toole. And Daniel Pena again. Perfect pass. Archie Goodwin. What a finish. 2 goals. 2 goals for Goodwin. Well, what a dream couple minutes for Newcastle Jets and young Archie Goodwin. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Andy says he's been scoring a ton in the youth league all year. Glad he got a chance for the top team. Well, my goodness. What an impact it's been, eh? Starting in this game, his first start for the season. And wow. Wow. What says FML OMG? What says Mariners for life? Archie Goodwin, says Iggy. What is going on? Says I know, right? Sydney FC. They have fallen asleep at the end of this first half. I was literally drinking my tea. You could probably replay. I was drinking my tea after that first goal. I was like, oh, there we go. Newcastle got that valuable first goal. And then I look across, and Goodwin just put away a second. Oh, wow. Well, it's going to make for a very exciting second half now that Newcastle, who were probably, well, definitely the underdogs heading into this game, missing so many players in Sydney FC with a stronger squad. But they're in the lead. Jets are in the lead. My 2-2 prediction's still on the cards. My 2-2 prediction can still happen. So, yeah, man. This youngster's going places. Goosebumps says FML. How old is he too, Archie Goodwin? Is he 18? I think he's 18, isn't he? Goodwin takes his chance, surely be in the squad next week, says Andy. Well, if you score 2 goals in quick succession like that and well-taken goals, a header and then the right foot finish, then yeah, he's a great chance. Talbot now for Sydney FC. Pushing late here, the Sky Blues. Lafondra's cross. Can't find a teammate, but it will be a corner for Sydney FC. West Camp sober. He's picked up an injury. Yeah, he's going to be injured for. I think it's not a long term, but I think it's like a month or so. Yeah, he's going to miss out a few weeks. Another Pena assist. He's smashing the A-League assist record. Yeah, Andy. Yeah, dude, he's all over it, eh? And he got the pre-assist, the assist for the first goal and the assist for the second. As Sydney FC's corner comes in towards Wilkinson. Duncan does well to get the punch on it. He's 17. There we go, 17. 2 minutes of injury time. But wow, guys. Didn't expect that. An Archie Goodwin masterclass out of nowhere towards the end of this first half. What drama. And it's going to be really fascinating to see what Sydney FC do in the second half. Because they haven't really created any clear-cut opportunities, aside from maybe that Wilkinson chance off the free kick. which he was probably offside anyway. This has been a Newcastle Jets. They've been playing really well. And again, I said it earlier. I was like, oh, if this game works out for Jets, maybe let's stick with the 5 at the back. Well, it's working for them at the moment, man. They've looked solid in defense, and they've grabbed on and they've been clinical on the attack. Maybe this is going to work for them. Maybe this is going to work for them. Sydney FC just holding possession towards the end of this first half. Ninkovic looking to get down the left. Narsing. O'Toole. And a good delivery from the former Jets fullback. Can't find a teammate. It'll come out to Talbot though. Donachie. Sydney FC have 30 seconds left in this first half if they want to get a goal back. Nice ball inside for Ninkovic. Chips it in. Elsie heads it up and Yerman away only as far as Talbot. Good hit. And I think it's a block by... Was it Mario Arquez? Wow. Nixon here says, can we cap Pena? Honestly, dude, he'd tear it up for the Socceroos, wouldn't he? I'd love to see Pena in a green and gold shirt. Wouldn't that be great? Perhaps it was Regan who got the final block in the end there for Newcastle. As the ball comes into the corner for Sydney FC. And it's Alex Wilkinson yet again, who's been the man. Well, despite all the attacking names, the big names up top for Sydney FC has been Alex Wilkinson, who has had a few opportunities in this game. But it's half-time. Newcastle Jets are looking the goods at the moment. It's Daniel Pena who's running things. Olivia Bamal's looking good, but Archie Goodwin is the hero tonight so far. 17 years of age. His first start of the season, and he's grabbed 2 goals in this opening half. 41st minute, 43rd minute. How about that? What do you guys think the score will be, says Ask Kelly? Honestly, I'm still going to back... I said before the game, I said 2-2. And I don't like to change my predictions, so I'm going to have to stick with 2-2. I'm going to have to stick with 2-2. Alex says, even if the Jets have some COVID cases, they are playing well. Yeah, man. I mean, the young guys have to come in to replace those players who had COVID cases, the likes of Mikkel Datsi, Sietravanis. It's not. I don't know if it's confirmed if those guys do have COVID, so I'm just speculating there. But they've done so well. Moragas, Goodwin. They're interviewing Goodwin now at halftime, man. What a moment for him. What a game. So halftime. Newcastle 2, Sydney FC 0. What do you guys make of it? Will Sydney FC come back in that second? Or, honestly, there was enough in that first half to show that the Jets could run away with this. If Jets get a third, then early on in the second half, then it's going to be really difficult for Sydney FC to get anything out of the game. And they thought they couldn't field a team. That's the funny thing, isn't it, Joel? Again, you look at the lineup, but it's not like they're missing heaps and heaps of players. They're just missing a few. They're missing a few players, as teams often do. There's always teams across leagues who will miss a handful of players through injury or whatever, and it's just happening to the Jets at the moment. But they absolutely can field a team. There's no doubt about that. Andy says Jets have conceded a lot of goals in the last 50 minutes, so that'll be a danger period. Yeah, you're right. I mean, Sydney, as the game goes on, Sydney FC are just going to tighten their grip more and more. But again, I think there's been a few times there. I mean, some great cutout interceptions by Regan. I think Elsie made a couple of decent ones as well. So the back 5, if you want to call it, has been looking solid for the Jets as well. Cameron says, I'm so happy that Goodwin is showing how good he is. Look, it's fantastic. It's fantastic to see yet another young gun in the A-League performing well. Yeah. Do you think Jets will be able to buy Pena later, asks Person. It'll be an interesting one. Of course, Daniel Pena, just on a loan deal, I'm pretty sure, isn't he? Potentially. I mean, he's done really, really well. I think for a player like him and Mikkel Datsi, who are sort of in their, early to mid 20s, they probably have dreams of using, they're probably utilizing the A-League, a level which is sort of more comfortable for them to launch them into playing in a higher league, in Europe or somewhere, So So will the Jets be able to... Now, look, I think there's a chance that they might be able to secure him for another season. If he's enjoying his time here. And if he sees the value in sticking around another year, then it could happen. Could happen. Sydney FC missing some big names as well. That's true. That's true. I think overall, when you look at the squads, on paper, it is still Sydney FC. I mean, we look at that, like Fondra Narsing up top, Kaceres, Nikovic. Like, it's still strong. But yeah, Sky Blues, I mean, without Amini, without Barbarousis, who's on international duty with New Zealand, without Cam Sobar, who's been one of their better attacking players. But when you compare the teams on depth, it is certainly the Sky Blues who have better depth. Football Capital says 2 perfect finishes. Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. Archie good. The composure for a 17-year-old to finish 2 chances like that, fantastic. Fantastic, man. So good. So good. So, what do you guys reckon? Do you reckon the Jets take it from here? Do you reckon the Jets take it from here, grab a third? Or are we going to see a big Sydney FC comeback in the second half? They have the players to do it. They have the players to do it. Sydney FC. We are Sydney. The famous Sydney FC. What are you guys up to this weekend? Anyone heading to a game? Actually, now's probably a good time to talk about some of their games this weekend. We've got Brisbane Western United, which should be a Western win. We've got Mariners taking on Adelaide United. I'm optimistic that my Mariners will get up for a sneaky 2-1 win in that game. After the win last week against MacArthur, I'm sort of Mariners were running high on confidence after that impressive result. So that should be a fun game as well. Later this weekend, we see Melbourne Victory take on Western Sydney Wanderers. MacArthur and Melbourne City as well Saturday. And, of course, a distance derby, which is being played in Sydney. A distance derby between Perth Glory and Wellington Phoenix, which will be an interesting game because Wellington Phoenix still missing some of their key players on international duty, and Perth Glory obviously struggling a lot at the moment, and the Ruben Zakovic's first game in charge as interim coach. So, yeah, man. Could finish 2-0. Yeah, man, honestly, I mean, with the Jets playing this sort of the 5 players at the back, if they can hold on to the clean sheet, that's a big result for Newcastle. How far do you think the A-League teams will go in the Asian Champions League? Good question, person. I think with how busy it's looking at the moment, and I think from what we know, they're playing the group stages in the Champions League, which is they're doing something different this time, right? They're playing them in sort of like hubs. They're going to, I think they did it last time around, but they're going. I think Melbourne City's going to Thailand if I'm not mistaken. Excuse me. So how far will they go? I've got a feeling that Sydney. I've got a feeling that Melbourne City actually might get out of the group stage and have a decent run. I just think because they've got some good big name players, man. You know, Jamie McLaren, Matt Leckie, and Andrew Naboot. These are the guys who could step up at Champions League level. Bruss says it's going to 2-1 Jets. Sydney will grab one. Not going to any. Planning a trip down to Sydney. Trip down to see Sounders versus New York City FC in the CONCACAF first leg, April 6th. Nice. So good. I don't follow much MLS stuff, but yeah, there you go. Nice. Do you follow a team in the MLS? But yeah, Seattle Sounders, New York City FC. There you go. The problem for Sydney FC in that first half too was just their inability to create really any clear-cut chances. Newcastle just a bit more effective up front. They could have had. They're showing the replays now in the halftime show, and Newcastle also could have had a couple more. Moragas with a great chance in the first half. Pumal getting in behind at times. But yeah, man. The Sounders, nice. I know the Seattle Sounders play out of that. They've got one of the biggest stadiums, I think, in the competition, don't they? Seattle Sounders. Australian Socceroo, Brad Smith, I believe, used to play at Seattle Sounders too, if I'm not mistaken. Brad Smith, left back. So big Saturday tomorrow. 4 games happening tomorrow in the A-League. 4 games happening. Honestly, I'm not quite a fan of the 4 games just because it's like, I'll tell you why. I mean, I don't mind having 4 games on a day. It's hectic. It's a lot of fun, but don't do it when there's 4 games on a Saturday and only 1 game on a Sunday. You know what I mean? Like, let's at least try and spread them out. First time it's possible that an American club wins the CONCACAF League. There you go. There you go. Brad Smith. Cracking into the Lindt dark chocolate, not sponsored. Football Podcast is here. It says, I'm at the game, Lockie. How's the vibe there? How's the crowd? Looks like a nice night in Newcastle. Can we see 2 goals from Sydney in the second half? I think we could. I think there's a chance. But on the basis of the first half, I think Jets will be strong defensively. So I think we could, but I don't think we will. It'll take quite a collapse from Jets to concede 2 in the second. Do you reckon Sydney will make the top 6? I was talking about it a bit earlier, and I think so. I think so. If they lose tonight, actually, if Sydney lose tonight, it's getting to the point of the season, especially in games like this, where like the results actually might go a long way to dictating how the table turns out. So if the scoreline stays like this, if Jets win, then it all of a sudden gets quite interesting. Because then again, as I said, I mean, there's plenty of teams below Sydney FC that have games in hand on them and are going to be gaining on them. And if Newcastle win this, it's almost like a 6-pointer in a way. Because Sydney sort of, they play an extra game and then Jets get the 3 points on them. It's closing the gap. So, look, will Sydney make the top 6? I think they will. But it's tricky looking at the other top 6 sides and thinking who's going to drop out. I think MacArthur might. I think if anyone's going to drop out, it'll probably be MacArthur. Yeah. Oh, of course, the A-League Women's Grand Final this Sunday afternoon as well. There's plenty of action going on. Do you reckon the Jets will make the top 6? Do I reckon the Jets will make the top 6? Probably not. Yeah. They could. Again, it's one of those ones where it's like, yeah, they could, but I don't think they will. There's a few teams that I'm writing out. Like Perth, absolutely not. I don't think Brisbane will make top 6. I don't think Wanderers will make top 6. Those are the sort of the 3 teams I'm writing out. I think Jets are still 100% in the race. I think my Mariners are still definitely in the race. And those are the 2 teams, Wellington as well, the 3 teams chasing the top 6 who could all finish in there. I don't think Jets will be the one. Because it'll mean one of those teams will have to finish above one of the top 6 sides. But again, I look at the top 6 and MacArthur FC feels like the weak link. When you look at the top 6. I mean, again, I was in Mudgee for that game watching Mariners defeat MacArthur 4-2. And MacArthur absolutely weren't playing like a top 6 side at all. Like nowhere near it. Yeah. Football States in here. Of course, a Sydney FC fan says awful first half from us, man. It was pretty lackluster from Sydney FC, wasn't it? Still a pretty strong front four there, and they weren't really creating too much, hey? No real clear-cut chances. Who do you think will replace MacArthur in the top 6 if they drop out? I'm hoping it's Mariners. But it could well be Phoenix, actually. Could well be Phoenix. They're getting home for some home games later this season too. Credit to Archie Goodwin. What a bright prospect. Tore our defense apart. Yeah, he's been good. Daniel Pena too. They're going to close down Daniel Pena a bit better, I think, Sydney FC. Retre Yazbek. Those two defensive midfielders for Sydney FC. No Amini. So no more start for Amini means you lose just that little bit of... Amini's just got a fantastic engine. Speaking of Amini, Fortnite in the chat said, "Where's Amini?" He's picked up accumulated yellow cards, so he's just suspended for the one game after picking up 5 yellow cards in recent weeks. So no Mustafa, which is a bit of a loss because I think Mustafa Amini's been very good for Sydney FC since arriving only a couple months ago. Got dispossessed quite a lot, and we look confused when we reached the final third. I agree. Yeah. And there's even a couple of moments from Football State. I don't know what you make of Lafondra at the moment. I was talking about Lafondra earlier and how he just, since he's come back from injury, he hasn't looked the same. He just hasn't, I don't know. He's not playing with the same swagger that he used to. Yeah, it's an interesting one. FML says MacArthur did finish 6th last season, so it's going to be an interesting one for sure. I mean, yeah, MacArthur's just a tricky one. Like, sometimes, they'll show up and grab a win. But other weeks they'll look really lackluster as we're about to get underway in the second half here in the Hunter. Of course on YouTube here, slight delay on the stream at times, but we'll keep you up to date the best we can. As there's going to be a substitution for Newcastle Jets at halftime. Jordan O'Doherty is on the park. We'll keep an eye on who he has replaced as we are underway at McDonald Jones Stadium. Can Sydney FC come back in this game? Or will Newcastle Jets hold on for what will be a monumental 3 points? Archie Goodwin with the double 8 on in that first half as well. O'Toole is a bit average, to be honest. He isn't special. I agree, Football State. I agree. They're missing Ryan Grant, I think, at the moment. Lafondra is so off form, bro. He had enough glory, so... Has he had enough glory, so he is disinterested? I don't know. Yeah, man, it's a shame. It's a shame looking at how Lafondra, I mean, with him back in the squad, you'd think like, oh, it's a positive, he's back. The goals are going to return for Sydney FC, and hasn't quite panned out that way. It's funny though, looking at like Sydney FC and how they just like comprehensively defeated Western United, one of the best teams in the competition last week. And then they rock up here to Newcastle and they're, it's not the same. Yeah, welcome to the A-League, ladies and gentlemen. As Newcastle Jets get forward early here down the left, Lucas Moragas, who's had a lot of freedom. Again, coming from that wing-back role, he's just been everywhere. Jordan O'Doherty looks like he has replaced Brandon Wilson in midfield. As Daniel Pena is going to come through the middle, he goes down. Have they won the free kick? Have they? I thought it was a little bit soft, but Newcastle Jets have just won a free kick in a very, very dangerous position, just on the edge of the box, right in the middle. Just sort of on the D of the box. In a very nice position for him. So, you'd think it'd be Pena to step up for this one, of course, too. Hey. Mario Kez, Olivier Bamal, and Daniel Pena all standing over the ball for the Jets. Dude, if they get this, if Jets could go up 3-0, then my goodness, they've basically secured the game. It's going to be hard for Sydney FC to come back from here. Bamal, Pena, two left-footed players standing over it. Right foot of Arquez is there too. Daniel Pena looks like he's going to have the run-up. The wall's looking packed for Sydney FC, man. Five players in the wall. Lafondra's near them as well. They're complaining about how far referee Stephen Lucas is bringing the ball back. There is quite the distance. But, no, it looks about right. Looks about right. So Sydney FC. They've got players standing. Ninkovic is standing ahead of the wall. But here we go. Free kick early on in the second half. Will it be a third? Who's going to hit it too? The suspension is more about who's going to take it. Here we go. Free kick for the Jets. Fantastic position. Daniel Pena. Oh, he's blasted it over. He's blasted it over. Pena, he was the right man to take it. I mean, he knows how to score a free kick. But that was not... didn't hit the intended target, did the Brazilian? Didn't hit the intended target as the updated lineup is on the screens now. O'Doherty into midfield to replace Brandon Wilson. Archie Gooden. Can't go to Sydney tomorrow. My sister got COVID. Been on the phone to the hotel on flights to cancel stuff. Lucky I get refunds. Sorry to hear that, Brock. Always tricky. Cancelling plans too. Yeah. Hope you're doing okay, man. Oh, Archie Goodwin pokes the ball away here, and he's springing down the left. He's going to send the ball in, a bit of a desperate cross because he had defenders closing in on him. Sydney regained possession with a goal kick. But again, Jets. Looking lively. Still in the second half early on. Oh, dude, double change. Oh, Barbarouses is back? Did I miss something? Barbarouses is back. And looks like Ninkovic is going to be coming off. Okay, there's traffic happening right now on the Sydney FC bench. So Barbarouses and apologies earlier. I thought Barbarouses was still away on international duty in New Zealand. Barbarouses is about to come onto the pitch. Luciano Narsing is coming off, which is a fascinating move because he doesn't look like he's carrying an injury or anything. And Barbarouses will be replacing Ninkovic. Okay. What do we make of those changes? I don't understand bringing off Narsing. Yes, he had a quiet first half, but surely he's going to be one of your prime goal scorers if you want to chase the game, right? But anyway, Trent Bahagia, at times this season, has looked good. Inconsistency is the thing that troubles him. And Milos Ninkovic is off the park. Here's Latimer Fondra. Can you get over? No. So Costa Barbarouses onto the pitch. It looks like Anthony Caceres is the one to come over to the left-hand side. With Barbarouses playing off the left. Sorry, the right. Okay, Sydney FC. What do you got? What do you got, Sydney FC? A team who's made the last couple grand finals. Last 3 grand finals, I should say. And they've given away a free kick. Caceres this time giving away the free kick on Archie Goodwin, who has had a busy game, hasn't he? Was it a foul? Yeah, I think so. Danningham can't keep it in. Perhaps Barbarouses didn't even go to international duty. Did I miss something? I could have sworn Barbarouses was still on. Went to New Zealand for their qualifiers. But Ninkovic, hopefully it's for Sydney FC fans, it's not a long-term injury for him. He had the physio checking him out, and they immediately called for a substitution. But a updated Sydney FC lineup on your screens now. Just to show that Bahagia through the middle. Barbarouses on the right, and here are Sydney FC getting forward. O'Toole on the left. Delivers. Good ball. Oh, what a chance. Sydney's best chance of the game falls to Bahagia. And he blazes over the top. It was a good little piece of play. O'Toole, I think that was the right cross, looking for the nip. Oh, how does he not hit the target? He's like right on the 6-yard box. Yeah, dude. Mark has asked, is Ben and Riley Warland related? I don't think so. Oh, nice little move from Bahagia, who's inside. Kez is there. And Jets will clear. Sydney FC almost getting him behind again. Ooh. Ninkovic has watched, says Brock. He didn't go on international duty. The club posted about it. Thanks for correcting me, man. All right. Moragas. Oh, went for a long range strike, but it was blocked by Talbot. Trent Bahagia. Yeah. Dude, how does he miss that? Right in front. You'd think he'd at least hit the target. It was a great little piece of play to open them up and create that chance. It was better. Here's Dane Ingham now coming forward for the Jets. He's got space. Dane Ingham is still. It's a wrong decision making from Dane Ingham. He's trying to poke it through for Pena, but the run wasn't there. So do Australians say mate or man? Had an Aussie from Melbourne come into the local pub here and said, mate, non-stop, great guy, non-stop, mate, speaker. How does that work? Both. Both. I think the answer is both. Do Australians say mate or man? I say both. So, and yeah, you can interchange them. Mate, man. Yeah. And I don't really actively think about it. I don't know if any other Aussies in the chat agree, but mate and man for me are sort of interchangeable. Although I sort of use man now as almost like an exclamation. Like, what a chance, man. I wouldn't say, what a chance, mate. Unless I'm directly talking to someone. Don't know where Burgess is, asks Football State. Yeah, it's a good question. Max Burgess. Another play missing for Sydney tonight. One of their better players, I reckon, Max Burgess. I still think he should be getting more game time. Good to see some good numbers in the Cove tonight. Supporting their team. Couple hours drive up the M1 as Newcastle Jets look to spring forward again with their speed. It's Goodwin, who's on a hat-trick. He's in the box. He's going to deliver it in. Heward Bell claims it. Dude, if Archie Goodwin gets a hat-trick in this game, man. Archie Goodwin. You can tell he's sort of beefed up, but he's beefed up a little bit compared to last season too, hasn't he? He's sort of grown a bit. Sydney SC now getting forward. This game's opening up already, man. Coming into the box is Yazbek. He can't keep it in. Patrick Yazbek. Okay. So this should be a really gripping second half, man. Should be a really, really gripping second half. Burgess hasn't got the stats as he deserves. I just love watching Burgess play because he's very unpredictable on the ball. And he's great on the ball too. Like, he's super talented. Super, super talented. Fantastic dribbler. Can create goals, can score goals. And when I think, if we're talking about Milos Ninkovic and how long he's going to stick around at Sydney FC for, I mean, for me, if I'm a Sydney FC fan, I'm looking to Max Burgess to replace Ninkovic in that creative midfield role. Here's Bumal, central for the Jets, who I think has been enjoying this role centrally, Olivia Bumal, alongside Daniel Pena, allowing the wingbacks to create the width. It's worked. I think Jets have looked way better with this system, man. I think Jets have looked way better with this new system. And it suits these guys, Dane Ingham and Moragas, who like to attack. Moragas especially loves to get forward. Has good pace too. So it's going to be a Newcastle Jets corner. Looks like some good noise coming from the active support for the Jets as the corner comes in. Good chance. Donachie's there. They're asking for handball. It was right on the line. There's a wry smile on the face of James Donachie, who is the culprit. Meanwhile, striker Adam Lafondra is down the ground hurt after that set piece. So here's the replay. Is there a handball? Is there a handball? The header comes in from Murray Arquez. Ooh. The Jets players were pretty adamant, but I don't know. The angle that they showed didn't really give it away. Yeah. Marcus asks, who will fulfill their potential more, Burgess or Tilio? I'm going to say Tilio. I think because Tilio's younger too. But yeah, Marco Tilio is one of my favourite young Australian players right now. One of my favourite, if not my favourite. I think he's superb. I think he's fantastic, and we'll be playing in Europe or somewhere real soon. I think he's very close to securing move. Yeah, Michael says Burgess. I think Burgess is great too, but I mean Tilio. I think it's just Tilio's younger, hey, because how old is Max Burgess now? Can someone check how old? I think he's 24 or 25. Because he has sort of been around for a little while now, Max Burgess. When he really burst onto the scene at Wellington Phoenix, that was sort of his breakout season. But that was like 5 or 6 years ago now, isn't it? Maybe not that long ago. 4 years ago, maybe. Sydney, can they get forward? O'Toole. Bahagia. Oh, finds another pocket of space, Bahagia. Great chance. Barbarouses tees it along. Talbot. Oh, dude, did that take a deflection? It did. Okay, so Callum Talbot took the shot in the end after a nice little move from Sydney FC, and they've got the corner. But Bahagia again just linking up. Barbarouses, the other substitute. Okay. Oh, he's 27. Burgess is 27. There you go. Yeah. I think just based on that, then probably will be Tilio. Tilio's future's so bright, man. So excited to see where Mike Tilio goes, and I'm sure he'll be a Socceroo for many years to come. Hopefully, he's sort of following a almost similar trajectory to a certain Daniel Arzani. And we know that his career hasn't necessarily been the best since leaving our shores. Yellow card for Palaretre for a foul on Daningham. But yeah, man, Marco Tilio. Another Melbourne City product. Well, not product, but came from Sydney FC, then joined Melbourne City. Hopefully he has a fantastic career. And could well, potentially, if Graham Arnold does indeed play some youngsters, could get a starting role in the qualifier away to Saudi Arabia next week for the Socceroos. By the way, it's check out the matchday vlog that it's on the YouTube channel right now. It came out today of the Socceroos game last night. Even though the Australia Socceroos did not get the result that we hoped for last night, it was still a great game, man. So check out the matchday vlog. It was a lot of fun. Great. I really enjoy doing those videos, man, the matchday vlogs. I think we've got 5 on the channel now. And it's a great way to bring you guys. The idea is I want to bring people along for like the matchday experience at A-League games, at Australian games, you know. Build the hype, build the excitement. Hopefully it convinces people to come along to games, you know. That's honestly the whole aim. The whole aim is just to give like a taste and like an experience of what it is like at an A-League game. Anyway, here's Sydney FC again. Adam Lafondra. Dude, why did they take Lafondra off? Why did they take Narsing off and not Lafondra? Look, he's not a terrible player, but at the moment he's not offering anything at the moment. Adam Lafondra, he's not offering anything at the moment. Why do they take Narsing off and not Lafondra? Yeah. What kind of club do you think Europe will pick in Europe? Do you think we'll pick up Tilly? I agree, he's very good. Ooh. I mean, when you look at a lot of young Australian players, I mean, they seem to secure moves to German clubs. I mean, you think more recently with another City player, Conor Metcalf to St. Pauli, second division of Germany. I could see that happening. Or even like a slightly lower level sort of European league, something like Belgium or Denmark, you know, Aumobile. Spent some time in Denmark, as did Sydney FC. Sydney FC's own Mustafa Ramini, so yeah. So as long as he stays injury-free and gets some regular football, hopefully just keeps growing and growing. Because that's what we need. I think for the Socceroos, we need to... Like, I'm already looking ahead to like the next qualifying campaign, which will hopefully be a bit more successful for Australia. And we've got the young guys coming through who hopefully will just keep getting better and better. Conor Metcalf, Denny Jonro, Cam Devlin, Nat Atkinson. Like, there's good players, man. Nick D'Agostino as well, you could probably include in that conversation. Who's sort of the next big striker coming through for Australia. So the game's sort of settling down now as we pass the hour mark. Newcastle Jets still in a very comfortable position. 2 goals to the good. And have kept a clean sheet up to this point, which, for the Newcastle Jets, is an achievement. Well done, Jets. You get a thumbs up of approval. Mario Arquez for Pena. Nice ball by Pena. Sprays it out to the left for Moragas, who's seen a lot of the ball this game. Moragas up against Talbot. Oh, he's still going. Moragas gets cleared away, but he got the better of Talbot there. Mala gives away the free kick on, I think it's Barbarouses. Speaking of talented young players, probably good to speak about Lucas Moragas as well. Lovely little run down the left. Got to see more of that, man. These clubs giving runs to these young players. That's why I think a big reason why second division, national second division, promotion relegation, get all that going would be great. So that maybe some of those second division sides can be giving runs to younger players. Like, I know a lot of A-League teams bringing their marquees from overseas and everything, they're experienced players. It'd be great to have some a second division to give younger players a run. You know, send so the bigger clubs to send those guys out on loan to second division sides. Yeah. Here's Connor O'Toole for Sydney FC, who delivers towards Bahagio. Taylor Regan again. He's everywhere. Well done. Sydney playing bad today or what? Asks Big Fano. Yeah, they haven't been up to scratch. They're looking slightly better just in the last 10, 15 minutes or so. But they haven't been creating chances as well. They've just looked a bit too slow in attack. Bit too slow. Ooh, Daniel Pena's just gone for a long-range strike. Oh, it wasn't going to go in, was it? Daniel Pena just went for like a volley from like 40 meters out. More than that, probably. And almost caught out Hewitt Bell. It went over the goal. We're going to see another change. And it is going to be the double goal scorer, Archie Goodwin, coming from the pitch for Newcastle Jets to be replaced by Eli Babal, experienced striker. And the other youngster, Lucas Moragas, is coming off. He's being replaced by Dylan Manane at left back, wing back. Goodwin getting a rapturous applause from his supporters. So straight swaps for those two guys who have come in here for their first starts of the season and done very well, those two. Really, really well. Lucas Moragas getting a big applause too. Matt Vandenberg there in the actor sport, I think we can see there for the Jets. Ooh, the challenge from Elsie. Oh, referee's cool with it. He wins the ball, apparently. All right, fresh legs on for the Jets. Will we see goals? Will we see more goals? They haven't been as prolific in attack in this second half. As the updated lineup is now on the screen, Murnane in the left wing back role replacing Moragas. Babal up top replacing the goal scorer Goodwin as Doherty has a shot. Oh, Doherty. Hewitt Bell makes a save. How long would it realistically take to create a second division? Well, I think it's already happening. I think it's already happening. It's already in the works and everything. But promotion relegation is sort of the thing that everyone's looking at now, and I think that's quite a while off. Yeah. Limbo says Henry Hall good though. Yeah, Henry Hall's fantastic at Brisbane. He's another great young player. Micah says it's not fair that club games get to be played during international breaks. Well, I think the plan was, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, but this before the start of the season, the plan was to have breaks, to have international breaks, as in to not play any A-League games during the international breaks. I think that was the plan. I'm pretty sure the APL said that. And I think because of COVID, I think because of all the scheduling, they couldn't. Yeah, they couldn't. No, they didn't have any choice. Hey, do you think the Jets will score another goal? Honestly, I think they could. I think a Sydney FC tried desperately to get forward and find their way back into the game. There could well be a chance that Sydney FC. The Jets score a goal. Sydney FC make a change. It's Bo coming on to replace Lafondra, who has been quite poor for Sydney FC tonight. Lafondra. And Bo, that is the impact sub that you want on the pitch if you're a Sydney FC fan. The man knows how to score goals, that's for sure. So, the experience and the strength of Bo and the pace of Trent Bahagia are now the two men who are leading the line for Sydney FC. Updated Sky Blues lineup is now on your screens. Sydney FC. Come on, you boys in blue. Not actually, but... So, we have 20 minutes or so to go in this game. Newcastle Jets still looking comfortable enough. Have done very well in this game once again. And this will be 2 back-to-back home wins. And if it stays like this, 2 back-to-back home wins and 2 back-to-back home clean sheets, which again is very rare for Newcastle Jets this season. This is very promising if you're a Newcastle Jets fan. Very promising. The XG is pretty high for both teams. 1.49 for the Jets, 1.1 for Sydney. As the ball's played over the top. Surely Bobo's offside. The flag does stay down for the Brazilian. Bobo, well done, Matt Yerma to get across, who is blowing up at the linesman right now for not raising his flag earlier. Wow. Maybe every club should get to 21 or 22 games played. This is Marcus. This has been a fun game to watch, man. This has been a fun game to watch. It's been cool to see how this Newcastle Jets side who has risen to the challenge. Guys, let's not forget, Jets wanted to postpone this game. Newcastle Jets wanted to postpone this game. Have faith in the youngsters. Arthur Pappas, have faith in youngsters, man. They've turned up tonight. They've played very well. But look, this has been superb from the Jets. And look, if you're a Sydney FC fan, man, this season's so frustrating if you're a Sydney FC fan because last couple of weeks you thought, oh, cool, we're back to the goods. 2 consecutive wins. And then they've dropped the ball here. Away to Newcastle, a game where they probably felt like they should have won. Again, there's still plenty of time. I shouldn't get carried away. Still plenty of time. Here's a ball over the top, though, for Manane, who plays it in for Babal. The 2 subs. Gets away from Bamal, still on for Ingham. Sydney FC finally scramble it away. But again, almost getting in behind there, the Newcastle Jets. Caceres now going the other way for Sydney FC. Here's a real chance brewing. Great outside of the foot pass for Barbarousis, whose strike is blocked by Manane. Dylan Manane did well to get back there to help out in defence. After being involved in an attack just a few moments ago. A few seconds ago, rather. Come on, you boys in blue. We are Sydney. The famous Sydney FC. We're from the Harbour City. The boys in blue from Moore Park Road. Trent Bahagia down the left. Will this Jets back 5? was about to say 4-5. Hold on to this clean sheet. Bahagi's cross, headed away by Ingham and away by Pena, rather. Oh, here's Bumal. Could there be a break on? Gets the pass away to Babal, who plays through Menane down the left. It's Mario Arquez who's making the run through the middle. Menane goes back to Pena. Smart play, Newcastle. Pena. Corner. Newcastle Jets. Daniel Pena. Well played again tonight. But Lucas Moragas down the left, fantastic. Dylan Menane, though, has filled his boots well. He's looked good down the left since coming on. Only the third corner of the game for Newcastle Jets. Sydney have had 4. This will be the third for the Jets. Pena's delivery comes to Bumal on the edge of the box. Ingham's hit. Nah. Dan Ingham, his shot goes over the bar. This has been a comprehensive performance for Newcastle Jets up to this point. Can they hold on for the 3 points? Can they do it? Barbarouses for Sydney FC. Goes back to Talbot. They've got the big names, Sydney FC, don't they? They've got the big names. But do the big names have enough to rescue anything from this game? Because time is starting to run out. For Steve Corica's side. Barbarouses. Centrally for Bobo. That's a good play now. Talbot's delivery is a low one. It's blocked. Talbot goes again. And again, he can't find the right delivery. Newcastle spring away again. And you just get a sense now that every time Newcastle get the ball, you're seeing it happen again here. Sydney have dealt with it. But they look like they're going to get forward every single time, man. And Bumal keeps going. They've got it away to Pena. Jets are still going here in attack. Pena for Babal. What a move this is. Oh, and Babal can't finish it off. Oh, well, Sydney FC were throwing themselves at the Jets attackers. And Newcastle just were like, nah, still going. Still alive. Still here we go. Oh. That would have been a fantastic team goal from the Jets to go all that way. They were ripping through. Sydney's ball through. Can't find Bahagia. Taylor Regan. Taylor Regan, man. Look, I gave him a bit of stick for coming back. I gave Newcastle stick for re-signing him. I thought he was a player who was sort of done in the A-League, but look, he's been great tonight. Here's Bumal. Again, look at him run. Olivier Bumal taking on the defense. Oh, surely that's a foul. Surely that's a foul. Donachie complains, but that has to be a foul. Is it a yellow? Olivier Bumal's played well again tonight. He's been lively. Segicic is going to come on for Sydney FC, the young star, replacing Patrick Yazbek. So, set piece for the Jets. Pena delivers far post. Oh, it's a cross. Oh, it's in! And it's Taylor Regan! Taylor Regan! We were just talking him up, and he's gone up the other end and scored a goal. What a game for Newcastle. They're up 3-0 against Sydney FC. Wow. Wow, and they celebrate with the active support. Scenes in the Hunter. This is incredible. Wow. And they're saying it in commentary. It's Taylor Regan's first goal since 2014. 8 years ago was the last time Taylor Regan scored a goal in the A-League. Fantastic goal. Manane heads it across for his central defensive partner. What a goal, Newcastle. Wow. Wow. That's a great set-piece play, man. That's a great set-piece play. And this is a massive moment, man, for Newcastle in their season. This is a massive result. This could be the result we look back to come the end of the season. I'm telling you now. With Sydney FC, I mean Newcastle, with all these lower table sides have games in hand on Sydney FC. This win, if Sydney FC slip out of the top 6 coming into the season, will Newcastle Jets be the one to replace them? Mariners for life says Sydney suck. They are checking VAR. They are checking VAR on this goal. I assume it's for the offside call potentially on Matt Yeoman, who got the first header off the free kick. It was fantastic celebrations and a well-deserved goal for Taylor Regan, who's had a great game. Will they rub it out? Stephen Lucas is listening to his VAR. We're not seeing any replays. And what's the decision? It's no goal. It's no goal. Oh. Well, it's heartbreak for Newcastle Jets after what would have been a dream goal, a dream moment. But the goal's just been ruled out. An offside call, so it's 2-0. It goes back to 2-0. Goal overturned. Goal overturned. Wow. Andy says, awesome. What is the goal difference looking like for Sydney FC and Jets now? Going to be important coming into the end of the season. You're right, yeah. Absolutely. We'll pull up the ladder at the end of the game and inspect that. If anyone wants to in the chat to pull up the goal difference for these two sides, you are more than welcome. Jets still coming forward here. Manane can't find his delivery into the box. So it's still 2-0 after the goal was ruled out. I think we're going to get a look at the replay now, are we? Are they going to show us a replay of the VAR overruling that third goal for Newcastle? Dude. Gut-wrenching stuff if you're a Newcastle fan. Obviously, they're still in a good position. But that was a really epic moment for them to score that third, which was eventually ruled out. But we're into the final 10 minutes now. This would really be incredible if Sydney could pull something out of the fire here, but I don't think they will. Sydney FC haven't shown enough. They haven't shown enough to get anything out of this game, man. Newcastle have been the better side for sure. Playing with one holding midfielder now, Sydney FC. Segicic shifting forward centrally. So it is Sky Blues getting forward now. Caceres' delivery towards Bobo, whose header goes wide. That's the man who you want on the end of those deliveries. That's the man who you want on the end of those crosses. They're showing the VAR decision, and I have to agree with it. They're showing the decision now, and Matt Yeoman just made his run just a little bit too early. Just a touch too early, but he is definitely ahead of any Sydney FC defender there. So correct decision to overrule that third goal for Newcastle Jets. Correct decision. Andy says goal difference, Sydney +1, Jets +2. There we go. Really? Wow. Jets +2 now. Phoenix -7, Mariners 0. I'm surprised the Jets are actually that high. I thought with all the goals they conceded. But to be fair, they have scored a lot of goals now, hey. They scored 4 last week, so that certainly helps them. But, yeah, that makes it interesting. Jets in a pretty decent position then. If you're just basing it off that, off goal difference. That -7 for Phoenix might cost them. That might cost them. Sydney FC with a corner. Person says Newcastle playing really good football today. Absolutely. Sydney's corner. Donachie rises. Can't find it. Talbot regathers the delivery. But Bale can't header it clear. They do hack it now away for Bumal, who again will look to spring away on the counter. Leave Bumal for Pena, who joins him in attack. Is there a Jets third goal? Would they finally get a third goal? Sydney FC foil that defence and hacked down. Jordan Elsey just takes out Segacic as an easy yellow. Segacic was just absolutely taken out there by Jordan Elsey. That's as cynical as a foul as you'll ever see. Absolutely no intention of winning the ball there, Elsey. Third yellow card of the season for Jordan Elsey. That's actually lower than I would have thought. Will Sydney FC even find the back of the net in this game? I don't know, dude. I don't think so. Don't think so. Jets have shown enough to... They deserve a clean sheet. Newcastle Jets deserve a clean sheet from this game. They do. I'll say it now. Here's the ball down the left for Segacic. The youngster. Bumal does well. Holds him off. It's an exciting A-League season. It's shaping up to be with some of these, a number of these bottom six sides really pushing to earn a place in the top six. It's going to be really fascinating races at all over the table. Battles, I should say. At the top, chasing for the top six. Sydney FC trying to force their way through there. Sydney FC. Just the sheer weight of numbers at the back for Newcastle. With those three central defenders, they've been really solid. Really solid, man. Daniel Pena. Honestly, I don't know if there's been a poor Jets performance today. I don't think there's been a poor Jets performance. Daniel Pena, Bumal have been good in attack. Here's Ingham. Approaching really the latter stages of this game now. And who is it in the chat that said that we're going to hang on for 2-0? We're going to hang on for 2-0. I think you're going to be right. Because Newcastle doing such a good job of holding at this Sydney FC late push here. Again, great win of the ball there. Eli Babal to pick it off. And Mario Kez is going to come through. That's a wrong pass there. Bobo for Sydney FC. Playing it through for Segacic. He's onside Segacic. Duncan stays strong, makes it safe. Sydney FC are done, man. This is really demoralising if you're a Sydney FC man to see your side defeat the top side in the competition in West United 3-0, and then to put in a performance like this against one of the lower sides in the competition. It's been hurting Sydney FC this season, their inconsistency, and it might well cost them a top 6 spot. Bahagia. O'Toole. Offside call on Trent Bahagia. Sydney FC have nothing in this game, man. This has been one of their poorest performances of the season. This has been Sydney FC's one of their worst games of the season, man. This has been so lackluster. Their fans are still singing, still chanting. We're going to see 2 changes at the end here for Newcastle Jets. Riley Warland and Mohamed Altay coming onto the pitch for some fresh legs as we close out this game. Looks like it'll be Mario Arquez coming from the pitch. Riley Warland's about to come on as well. Warland is replacing Taylor Regan, who's had a great game. Unfortunately, had that goal ruled out, but he's played very well. So Warland on in defence, Altay on in midfield for Newcastle. How much injury time we will see? I think 4. 4 at tops. 4 at best. We did have some time for that VAR check. Bumal wins a foul. Wins a foul on the halfway line. And we are indeed going to have 4 minutes of injury time. 4 minutes of injury time now. Not long to go. Forward play here, Sydney FC looking to spring forward. Bahagia. Well done. Jets defense just to hold him out. Oof. Newcastle. Desperate to hold them to this clean sheet. Sydney FC just trying to improvise here, just trying to create anything to get something out of this game. Bahagia strike. He finds it in the box, but he goes wide. Wow. It's just incredible how Sydney FC's star attackers just aren't performing. Arthur Papas' side has done enough to earn the 3 points here tonight. And it's back to the drawing board again for Steve Corica and Sydney FC, who have work to do. Because what is it for Sydney FC? Why now is this inconsistency hurting them? I should say why? Where has this inconsistency come from? O'Toole looking to go down the line, cut off by Ingham. Still we wait for the full-time whistle. O'Doherty trying to wrestle through the middle. We'll get it away for Pena. I think he might be offside, but we're still going on. Pena into the box. Daniel Pena, flag goes up now. Flag goes up now. It's too late for Sydney FC, man. Less than a minute to go. Sydney FC. Knowing that they've got a busy couple months coming up with the Asian Champions League, this is a really disappointing result for Sydney FC. And meanwhile, there's a little push and shove going on involving Connor O'Toole and Daniel Pena. No reason for Connor O'Toole to get involved like that. Connor O'Toole just having a few key words to Daniel Pena after they had a little coming together. That was so unnecessary from O'Toole. So unnecessary. Jets with glory raw and glory next 3 matches. A chance for them to climb the table? Absolutely. Absolutely. This is really good form that they're building here. And it is full time. Wow. Full time. Sydney FC held scoreless here. Newcastle Jets simply too good on the night, winning 2-0. And yes, absolutely, Newcastle Jets could build some form here. 2 back-to-back wins at home, 2 back-to-back clean sheets. And man, this result could be massive. Could be massive when we come the end of the season. Could Newcastle Jets be the team to knock Sydney FC out of the top 6 for the first time in a long time? Maybe, just maybe. Guys, thanks so much for checking this live watch along. If you haven't enjoyed, make sure you hit the like button. It does help me out a lot. And check out some of the other A-League content we're doing here as well. Plenty of match day vlogs, plenty of A-League chit-chat, and it's a whole lot of fun. So hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great weekend, everyone. Enjoy the A-League content this weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.